and welcome to another thrilling episode of Expedition Aladragor. I am your dungeon master, SniperGuy, and I'm joined, as always, by the Billy Brews crew!
Hello, Billy Brews.
Hi, Billy Brews crew. I was waiting for some excitement.
Hi.
Everybody was just there. Say
Like,
hi,
right.
Billy Brews crews.
Hello, Billy Brews crews.
I forgot.
You ruined it. You always you make us say something.
Is it Billy Brews crews or the Billy Brews crew?
It's Billy Brews cruise.
It's a cruise. We're a cruise ship.
Okay.
That's why, like, all of our brains short-circuited. You were like, "Hey, my dude, I'm gonna change the name."
Everybody broke.
What
happens when we take 3 weeks off?
You can't be changing stuff on me, Sniper. I'm gonna freak out and hide in the closet.
We're mixing it up. When last we left off, which I finally got around to putting the episode up on YouTube, so I apologize for that because it took a while because I forgot I didn't do it. And thank you so much for all the subs and the bits and stuff as we were getting started. That's wonderful. Really appreciate it. But when last we left off, our brave heroes had made their way to the Edge Keep, far to the north, a town where they frequently get attacked by bands of undead coming swarming against the city. But people seem to have taken a liking to it. There are festivals to fight off the undead. There are massive churches built here to recruit followers and to encourage people to stave off the waves coming from the north. And strangely, the wall that they have built in order to defend the town does not go all the way far, like, to the sea. It goes several hundred feet and then just kind of stops, and the undead never seem to go around it. They always attack the wall directly. Our brave adventurers helped fight off some creatures. They noticed that their good friend Melrin had gone missing in the night and did not meet them in the morning. But they have seen several of the geese that seem to be plaguing poor Melrin flying overhead, heading to the north. A call rang out in the morning that some straggling undead had shown up, and a trap outside the city that they used to kind of block off some of the undead that attacked the walls found itself some victims, and so the party was hired to go and quest out into the trap through an underground tunnel and defeat the enemies. Doing so, they found themselves standing in the arena, firing at a couple of birds flying overhead.
The bird had a gun.
Taking a nap.
Defeating the bird with a gun. And
it had to be shot. It's not safe.
Look, a bird can have a gun.
No, they can't.
And found themselves standing. So anyway, I'm gonna. Okay, so they were standing. You don't all have to clap. It's. Oh, defeats the purpose. So, our heroes find themselves standing in the arena, feathers floating down around them, the bones of the undead moldering away, and looking up, you notice that it has begun to snow. What would you like to do?
Snow like dead geese, or snow like snow?
Snow like snow. And it's not particularly cold. It's gotten like a little chillier. But like now that you've asked that, go ahead and give me a perception check, Billy.
Okay, yeah. Perception, what I'm famously good at. Wow, okay, I'll take a 20.
Yeah, you've noticed that you hadn't thought it was cold, but now that you're standing here like kind of thinking about it, it has gotten colder as time has gone on.
We're in a room that's like wreathed in fire, no?
Yeah, so it's warm in here, but like overall, especially with a 20 perception, like the you know it's well heated here, but the air in general, and it's an open to the air room, right? And so it has definitely gotten colder.
Got it.
Baby, it's cold outside.
So, what would you guys like to do?
I forgot. Did we loot the undead? Was there anything on them?
They do not have any equipment that's worth using.
I say all they really had was an undying rage for Billy.
Yeah.
Do you want to look them over?
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check.
That for later.
Billy always needs to investigate. I mean, the good loot might be inside them, so I will cut them open. 11.
You don't really need to cut anything open. They're mostly bones and see-through.
Oh, that's okay. We'll cut them open anyways.
But yeah,
It's for a
they
good case.
with an
Good
11,
measure.
they're bones and undead creatures, and you don't find anything of value.
All right, crack a couple of ribs, Once again, we need to kill things that have money.
Oh,
Or we could just get a job.
aren't most things that have money people?
Kill people with
Get money.
jobs.
No, I'm not here for that. I don't agree to kill people.
What about killing bad people that take money from others? Then we can take their money.
We should return it to the
Ow.
people that were stolen
I mean-
from, probably.
Yeah, as long
I mean,
as,
really,
like-
really, we're all victims of capitalism. So I mean,
That's
we
true.
can return
No.
it to
Here, here.
ourselves.
No. See, I'm not on board with killing shopkeepers. My family is shopkeepers.
No, we
So
killed
we're not
the
doing
thieves,
that.
but we're going to return the money to ourselves.
We'll
because
return
of
it.
the foot of capitalism.
Well, we'll return it into the free market. Which
Yes,
will then-
yes. There you go. Trickle down.
Yeah.
I don't think you know how shops work.
Or economics.
Anyways,
Let's go find Melran.
yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure he's cursed by those geese, so I think we just got
I mean, he's certainly
north.
cursed. I mean,
Yeah.
by
What?
a number of things.
The
Wait,
geese were
why
flying
do
north, I
you-
believe.
why do you think he's cursed? Free food just like shows up.
No,
The
geese-
man will never starve to death. He
The
gets
geese keep
free
showing
geese.
up.
Yeah, he gets free geese. That's wonderful. I would love free geese. He also gets free beans all the time. He's got an endless supply of beans. One would say he's the most blessed man on the island, continent, whatever this place is.
It's a big island.
It's a bigger island than our island.
Yeah. All right, so island.
Let's go north.
Yeah.
I will say,
Snowing outside? Like, maybe we should, like, get some stuff before we just go north.
I don't know what snow is.
We all
Look,
have clothes on, Helen.
Melrin can't even deal with a goose with a knife, let alone a gun. He can't deal with undead.
Yeah.
I
this
will
feels
also
like
I will point out to you guys that where you are right now, there's not really an easy way to go north. You are in an arena that is surrounded by flames. You can't really climb up through the flames, and you were offered payment for defeating these enemies. So
okay. I forgot about that.
Okay.
All
I mean,
right,
I might
well-
have a grab. You throw me out of the pit, and I'll lower my rope down, Peter.
Oh, sure.
It's on fire.
And I'm just gonna throw him at one of these chains so he can catch it and climb out.
all right,
Athletics?
sure.
And Billy's technically taking the help action, right?
Yeah. Advantage.
All right, that's a 26.
26.
Oh, advantage? 1 second. We can do better than a 26.
Peter accidentally launches Billy out of the pit.
All right,
Okay.
26.
That's
it is.
26. Yeah, Billy, you grab it. You catch hold of that chain. You can easily climb out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll climb out.
One chain,
quick
two
look.
chains.
As you get closer to where the chain is above the fire, you notice that the chain is beginning to get very hot.
Climb faster, Billy.
Can I kind of whip myself up so I can get my boots on it and walk across it like a tightrope?
If you would like to give me an acrobatics, sure.
Great. That's a nat 20.
Yep. You scurry across. You're noticing like snowflakes are hitting it and kind of sizzling at points. And you can
it's
tell like every once in a while your boot hits it in such a way that you're like, I feel like my boot might be melting. This chain is very hot, but you move
Yeah, no, I'll go
very
slip
quickly
right
across and land on top. And up top, now that you can kind of see out, you can see to the south, there is the wall looking very imposing. There's a gate there for people to come in and out. There is a road that goes up to the north. And to the north, you kind of just see nothing. There's like hard-packed dirt and sand and scrub grass and just this winding path that goes all the way to the horizon.
How does scrub grass relate to normal grass?
It's
Grubby
not like a
scrub here.
nice lawn-looking
So-
thing. It's like occasional little puffs of kind of scraggly, strong, hard-looking grass, like tiny little sprouts of bushes almost.
And scrubgrass is a grass that can't get no love from me.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Makes sense. Yeah, I will report kind of what I see. So there's not like a sea of undead out here or anything, huh?
No, you see. I mean, you can see like, especially at the foot of the wall, there's a ton of undead like bones and stuff, but there's nothing animated walking around.
Okay. There's a lot of dead bones up here.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of undead out here.
That's true.
Dead bones.
As opposed to live bones?
Well, yeah, there's skeletons, I assume, in this army of undead, potentially, right?
I mean, there's
All right.
skeletons in all of us.
Can I
What? What did you say?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Where do you think skeletons come from, Osa?
I love the idea that Osa's the one that like heals the people, and he's like, "What?"
No, we're full of blood. There's no bones in there.
Yeah, we're
bones.
meat men,
Osa
can
has
I
never seen a broken bone.
not protruding from flesh.
can I try to like shove one of these statues
Me
over
neither.
so it falls so like it provides like a way up?
I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no way you
Okay.
can do that. Those things are anchored into the ground hard. This is like a ancient looking edifice here that has clearly been cleaned up, but just at a glance, these things are extremely sturdy and are standing even though there have been hordes of undead coming this way. And like all this whole like you had to climb out of a little pit even coming up. From like after you got up on the side there, you still had to climb up a little pit because this whole edifice was sunken down and had been layered in like sticks and grass to like make it so that the undead wouldn't just walk around it being like, oh, pit fire, but was a trap for them. So as soon as it broke away, the fires lit and trapped some of the undead there.
Okay. Is there anything shiny up here? I guess is my last question.
No, it's very
Shiny.
drab.
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll just go back the way we came. This doesn't look great, lads.
Okay, I'll catch Billy if he jumps down into my arms.
I absolutely jump into your arms.
Okay, now I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. It's just delightful.
It's very cute.
All right.
It's like whenever like a little
Swing
anime
with
girl
my
jumps to like hug
staff.
someone, like just like body flying in the back.
All right, so you guys head on back into the keep through the trap. Ellington is waiting for you there, with his hands resting on his two pistols. Looks you all come up and says, "Well, now, how'd y'all fare down there?"
We're alive.
Oh, it was
It's kind of
easy.
boring.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty.
they
pretty
just kind
straightforward.
of like you hit them with the axe and they just die.
Oh, all
Wasn't
right,
really
all
a
right.
fight.
We should get you guys a permanent residence. I think that you seem like you fit in well here.
We actually need to
Boasting.
go find our friend. So
Oh, which friend is
Yeah.
that?
Bean
The
guy.
wizard.
Oh, the
Yeah, the
bean
bean
guy.
wizard.
Yeah,
The big
yeah. You
field
told me
goal.
about the
Alright.
bean guy. Yeah. Where do you know where he went?
Bird.
He said he was going to come talk to you.
Right, well, but I told you I never saw him.
You asked, do we know where he went? He came
Okay,
to talk
all right.
to you.
But then you haven't seen him since.
No,
No?
but there
No,
are
he
some geese flying
Oh.
north, which is
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I mean that's a
I was
good
gonna
indicator.
ask.
Where the geese are, you see Melrin usually.
Oh, now
Yeah,
that I
they don't
did
like
notice, I noticed there was a bird flying overhead earlier. Normally we see some birds, but they usually are going south. And
Yeah.
we'll take a couple down usually to make for eating and to make sure that they don't have the plague on them or anything. Yeah, make sure they're living birds. You know what I mean?
It turns out they don't really like beans.
Well, I mean, me neither. That's
yeah, we really need to go.
Don't let Melrin hear that. You're gonna cry.
all right. All right. Well, that's understandable. Well, I'll tell you. Which direction y'all heading? Is to the north? There is a convoy heading out with some of our body wagons. If you'd like some company, I'm sure they would appreciate it. Oh, and y'all did clear out, and he pulls out a little bag and says, y'all did clear out that trap. So here's a little sack of 100 gold for all of y'all.
Billy takes it.
And yeah, if you want to, I can introduce you over there to our body wagons. They're heading up to one of the holes to drop them off there, so I give you some company. There is a town up there. I don't know if y'all have a map.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got a map.
Yeah, show me on. Yeah, pull out the map. Make him fill it out.
I believe you guys can actually see it on your map already. If you look up into the wastes, there is a little town.
Could you put us on the map screen?
I sure can. I forgot that we
I will-
need to
if we
do
could
that.
See the map.
I will also distribute 20 gold to everyone else from the pouch.
Thank you, Billy.
Thank you.
Of course.
So we're gonna
Honest Billy is my new name.
we're gonna zoom in real hard here. You guys are this nice little boat right here, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna remember which button lets me move it off the grid. There we go. And then I'm gonna write in right up here, kind of right here. We're gonna write edge keep right here, and then oh nope. Why did it move all the way? Love this. This is great. Edge keep right there, kind of right there, and that's about as far as the wall goes. It goes out quite a distance. Actually, I'm gonna say it's more of like that.
Sorry about that.
A little there. And he says, yeah, I see y'all have it marked down up here. There, usually there's some body holes kind of halfway between us and that town. We don't go there that often, but there is some trading opportunities and the like on occasion. So we do on occasion head up that direction, but mostly not.
But mostly not.
Wait, can you describe this? Like, the boat is edge keep?
Edge keep is, you guys are in edge keep. It's hard to, because I didn't put a little city there. I need to update the map.
Okay.
But edge keep is on the edge of the river. You guys sailed here, if you recall, on the river.
Right.
And so it comes up to the river right there, and then the northern wall extends to about as far as that P. The city itself is only maybe the size of the first K and the first E.
Right, but he was saying there was that other place that people are going to.
The other town is on your map, if you see up there in the wastes.
Yeah,
It's
the north.
okay. So sorry, yeah.
It's that
I
other
just
little unlabeled area, yeah.
had issues.
He says, now I haven't been there myself, but they have, there's still some people living up there. It's a hard life living up there in the wastes, but some people do it. They're stubborn.
Is it like a place that people have lived for a while?
Yeah, it's an old town. From what I understand, there was an old adventurer who took just a big group of people and decided that he was going to go make his own town. And this was, from what I understand, before it was the wastes.
Well, yes, that would make sense.
And was like, I'm going to claim me some territory. And then people were just too stubborn. He was looking for a dragon.
Oh, cool.
What's his name?
I honestly, I don't know.
Well, we'll see you later. And I was just kind of
Everyone's like, huh. Okay.
All right. Y'all
get
want
some
me to
warm
introduce you to? Okay, are you leaving?
You know where we can get some warm clothes?
Oh yeah, we got. You can go down to the what do we call it? The kitchen.
Get the rush job. Get the rush job done. Yeah.
I don't really think
the
we have
studs.
time to go shopping, do we? Every minute we spend shopping is another minute
Okay,
Melring could spend being
Well, look,
murdered.
y'all are gonna want to be prepared if you're heading into the wastes.
here's what I'm thinking. We go to like the nearest stable and we buy horse blankets. We wrap ourselves in them and we start moving. We just go. We gotta dress somewhat warm.
Well, now this is interesting. I have noticed that it does appear to be snowing.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Does not snow. Okay, you see this white stuff falling from the sky?
Yeah,
That's snow. It's like rain but cold.
I've experienced cold rain before.
Yeah, when it gets real cold up in the sky, this happens.
Okay.
I've seen it before, but not usually here. Usually, like you know how the mountains, and he just kind of gestures over toward like the mountain ridge in the distance, like up while they're white up top. That's snow. If it accumulates enough, it kind of piles up.
I just realized Peter has probably never seen snow either, because he's from like way south on the continent.
I say,
Ow.
I guess, do any of us are any of us
Yes.
from areas that might snow?
I would say it probably like snows in the Green Keep and north of, south of the Tower Forest. You guys know that's straight up a sandy dune desert.
Right. Meow is like a traveling bard. Meow might have seen snow before.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Umbria is probably like mild snow.
Yeah.
So I'm probably like, oh, you know what? Snow's not a big deal. We'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm totally gonna take my car out.
How long does the enchantment on our boat last?
A month.
Reminder.
I believe y'all paid for the month.
Okay, and
and
it's only been like a day since we got it.
yeah, I think it was like this morning. Honestly, I think
I
it's
thought we slept.
since you
forgot,
got
did
it.
Did
I
we
don't
turn it
remember.
into-
Yeah,
My
I
island
don't-
never sleeps.
Did we
I
make
don't
it a
think we-
pocket size or carriage size? I forget.
Carriage
It's pocket
It's
size.
carriage. I thought it was carriage sized.
I thought it was
No,
pocket
yeah,
size.
dragon was in it.
We busted for the big one because someone wanted to climb inside the cannon while it was
Right.
big.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, you can like ride on it. I think maybe not all 5 of you can ride on
Right.
it, but
Cool.
Challenge accepted.
Right.
It's-
It really
Let's,
doesn't take up a lot of space.
It's gonna look like a clown car.
Billy
by the time
Billy
we're
gets
done.
into the boat, like
It's
into
like-
the boat.
it's like small sedan sized. Like
Oh,
Everyone
that's-
put on your circus
Good
outfit,
5 people.
and then everyone get in the boat.
Oh, are we dressed in our clown suits? I
Let's,
didn't know we
yes.
were making this a professional adventure.
He's all right. Well, look,
Brews,
look. I gotta go see to some other
on.
people. But if y'all want to be introduced, you can, and like he kind of points over toward the gate, and you can see there's like actively several wagons full of corpses that are being loaded up, and there's a bunch of people there with it, like different adventurers. And there's one person riding a horse who's riding around. That person's wearing chainmail. It's a woman with one of those hats that has like a horse tail coming off the top of it, one of those helmets that has that, and she's kind of giving out orders to people. And he says, "Now that's Shadrach. You listen to her if y'all want to go there, and you'll get fair wages. And you can either go with and come back for help and escort, or you can just go on your way. But I wouldn't recommend it. It's scary out there."
We may have already asked this, so forgive me if we have. Why don't you burn the corpses so they don't come back?
Oh, you can't do that. That's dangerous.
What makes that dangerous?
That's how you get flaming zombies.
That you get you let the disease out into the air.
That's
What disease?
yeah. Okay, you know what? Awesome. Bye.
No, y'all, you have crazy ideas. You want to put them in the ground. You want to burn them. No, you put them in
You're
the
putting them in
holes.
the ground.
Look, you just throw them in the ocean, and then the wildlife takes care of it.
That's
No,
true.
and then they just wash back up on shore.
Yeah.
All you fish choke on bones. It's not good.
was just
We're
gonna,
really
like-
long way from the ocean, Billy. I don't know if you know that. But
We tried the
like-
river once, and people came up from the Greenkeep and got real mad.
Well, yeah, there's not enough crabs out here.
Yeah, that's the problem. You need to import some crabs.
All right,
I
all
can
right.
get
We'll
you
talk
some
about
crabs.
that. Do y'all
Yeah,
have
I
any
would say,
Yeah,
crabs?
Billy definitely has some.
Oh, Billy, you
Anybody
saying you
have-
have crabs?
Does anybody have a permanized enlarged
not
spell?
the kind you need right now.
Oh my
Permanent
God,
large
that's
spell.
terrifying.
Giant.
Enlarge. Oh God.
Giant
Oh
crabs.
God.
I'm pretty
Anyway,
sure they would just make
goodbye.
them like thumb-sized.
I was just gonna just clap Ellington on the shoulder, give him a firm handshake, and say, "Best of luck in all of your future endeavors."
All right. Well, I hope I see y'all again. Try not to die out there.
Oh, we
One
will.
goes to you.
It's always reassuring when someone says "try not to die."
He like just goes walking down the street and runs into like a family that he clearly knows, and like goes for like pretends to go for his gun and like spins it, puts it back in the holster, and then fake pulls it and uses and does like finger guns to the kid, and you see the little kid go like ah and fall over and pretend to die, and everybody laughs and they're having a great
Are you
time.
telling me he just flagged a child with his loaded gun?
No,
Yeah.
not with it. No, he never pointed the gun at the
Then he
child.
did like a trick with it. He probably at one
But
point.
at some
then
point in
after-
the rotation.
He's very good at never pointing a loaded gun at a child.
That is terrible firearm safety.
I
Right?
need to check.
Does he finish off their conversation by saying "try not to die"?
Do you want to hang out and listen?
No.
I'm really
Right.
perceptive.
we should talk to Shadrach and get this
Yeah.
caravan moving.
Yeah. We gotta find our bead wizard.
Look, also if you get cold, Osa, I'm here. You can cuddle with me. I'm very
You're
warm.
You're gonna get cold before I do.
I'm very warm.
You're tiny.
Yes, the blood courses very quickly.
I am uncomfortable with this conversation.
Why?
Yeah, I mean we all have blood, Hella.
Yeah. There's nothing
Look,
wrong with
It's
huddling
it's
for
always cold in the Rhymehorn. It's fine.
survival.
Like
Is survival.
this
Yeah,
is not
fair
an
enough.
issue.
Okay.
Anyway, I literally didn't know it could get this cold. This fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
Yeah, I don't think
mean,
any of you are dressed for cold. Like,
I'm wearing a
Oh.
pirate like full jacket.
Peter at least
got a
has
cloak.
long sleeves on.
Yeah, I was still in the clown outfit.
I think we each got 20 gold. Is that what happened? Right?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Osa's gonna go buy like just a huge swath of cloth, like thick cloth, and just cut a poncho out and wear that.
they
Cut a hole in it,
have
stick a
like
leg through it.
sweaters and stuff. Like you
Nah,
can.
they're gonna charge me way too much for that.
Okay.
I just want cloth.
I guess
Okay.
Peter's gonna go buy some warm clothes.
If you just want some like real thick wool, like a ream of it's like 3 silver.
Cool. Also, it'll look really cool if I do cool monk moves in just like a full.
A
Like a cool
poncho.
poncho.
Does it have a cool pattern at least?
No, it's
No.
gray. It's full gray. It is undyed
how-
sheep's wool.
All
How
right,
much
I
do
will,
just regular ass winter clothes cost?
If you just you just want like a sweater and like warm pants, you want like what kind of warm clothes do you want?
Peter's gonna look around and see how people are dressing for the snow, and then buy that.
Mostly people aren't. People seem like looking around. People seem confused. It
Okay.
typically doesn't snow here, and so people are like. It sometimes gets cold, and so you see people like pulling out jackets, but that's kind of it.
Okay. I guess
Are there
Peter's just
people-
gonna run into the closest general store and be like, "Oh, g'day. Hey, I need something that can handle that," and just point at the snow.
And the person's like, well, I could sell you because there's the one store, right? It's the kitchen, and so a one of the like illusionary people comes to you and says, well, we can sell you a fine sweater. We can sell you this lovely undergarment that you would wear under your armor that will keep you nice
Is
and
it
warm.
is it called Under Armor?
It is not. It's it's called armor wear under.
Okay.
It's armor you wear under.
Under what?
Like chainmail?
Everything else, no. It's very warm and thick, and you put
Ow.
it under all your other clothes.
Now
I
Yeah,
can't wear
that
armor.
place.
I know you can do rush jobs because you're very good at that. I just want to make sure we get the BB embroidered on this.
Okay, are we getting? How many people are we getting these for?
Well, we
Really?
need to
I
get on
don't
this
think they
cloth
need
as
a-
well that Osa bought.
No. This is
I
my
don't really
cloth.
think they need to be embroidered if they go under the stuff that's already
No, it's
embroidered, right?
this is our thing now. We need brand awareness on everything.
But nobody really sees our undergarments.
Someone
I
will
mean, we haven't-
eventually.
Aha,
We
not
haven't
yet,
had time for that.
but hopefully, wink.
Oh, okay. I
Look,
guess.
I slap a gold. I say embroidered BB on that bad
And
boy.
just looks at the gold and says, "I'll be right back," and just brings all of you,
Okay.
except Osa, because Osa already got a thing.
Yeah. I'm looking good, by the way.
Yeah, so that was
I'm
enough for
looking
4
so
people: the
good.
gold and the embroidered.
Okay.
Excellent.
And it looks like 30 days of firewood is what, like 30 copper?
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna say up here it's a silver.
You know what? I give another go. I'm like, just give us the basic winter survival package.
They don't
I
have
do-
a
what?
basic winter survival pack.
Oh, you know what warms you up? We need
Alcohol.
a barrel of rum.
They bring out a bottle of rum and a jacket. Say
how
here.
much for a barrel of that rum?
How will you be transporting it, sir?
We got a carriage.
We got a boat. A carriage boat.
Daily Brews Bar.
Oh, so your food's
Mobile
here.
bar.
I know.
Do we need a permit for that?
No.
It's just we don't really. It gets delivered to the tavern, and it's not really something we sell to.
Right. I'll be right back. I run to the tavern. I
I'm gonna
take
go over with
I
him to the
take
tavern.
a keg
And
and I
I'll
just
be
leave
right
like 5 gold.
Like they don't have an empty keg for you to buy. Like
No, I took their actual keg.
at the tavern.
Yeah.
How is Billy lifting a keg?
Well, I bring some muscle with me.
They are absolutely not letting you take their rum keg.
We
went
need the
with
rum
him.
though. We need it.
We need the
We
rum.
need food, Billy.
We need
Also,
the rum.
What we need
The
is
rum is more
food.
important.
What we need is to get the fuck out of here and go find Melrin. We're doing a
Yes.
lot of dicking around, and Melrin's out there doing a whole lot of dying.
While
Yes,
they're
but
busy arguing,
think
I'm
of
gonna
how
go take a
happy
couple
he'll be.
hours to like copy some
A
scrolls, if that's all right.
hours? What?
Peter, think of how happy Melrin will be when we show up with a barrel full of rum. He's gonna
He's
love
not gonna
it.
be happy at all. He's gonna be dead. Look, Billy, I tell you what, I'm gonna take me warm underoos, and I'm gonna start walking that way, and I'm
I'll be back
taking
in
the
a few
boat,
minutes.
and I'm a felon Melrin. You can catch up.
All right. Well, I'm like, okay, fine. Just give me all your bottles, however many bottles of rum you'll sell me.
Oh, I thought he was asking Peter for his bottles.
No.
Days like we don't normally look. And like the barmaid goes and looks and talks to the chef. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Yes, I can do that. That's a 28.
And you see like the bar owner come over and look at you and says, "How many bottles do you want?"
As many as you can. I'm planning on doing a trade convoy up to that city up north, and I wanted to represent your rum.
Oh, you going there?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's not my rum. I buy it from a salesman.
No,
but,
it's your rum now. It's fine.
how much are you offering for 5 bottles?
For 5 bottles, hold on. Can I get a taste quick?
No.
That's not fair.
Look, hey, I can sell these bottles for a lot per bottle, just doling them out in shots. You want the whole thing?
What can I like look at it to see like how fancy of rum it is?
Yeah, give me a perception check. Like you've seen, people taking shots and stuff.
6. I will give you 5 gold.
He says, for the 5 bottles?
Yes.
How about per bottle?
Deal.
All right.
Osa slaps
This
the
looks
money in
good.
Billy's hand as he goes to hand it to him. No, we're not gonna do that. That is an insane amount of money. How much is a shot?
Great. I
How-
bought the bottles. I'm too fast. I've put the money in his hand.
Billy just throws the money behind the counter and takes
I
the
grab the
bottle.
bottles. I scurry off. I got a deal.
I'll give you 50 silver for a bottle of rum.
He says, absolutely not. They're worth at least 5 gold.
Isn't 50 silver 5
50
gold?
silver is 5 gold, my dude.
Is 50 silver 5 gold?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 10-to-1 ratio.
I'm going to
bud.
say this guy's really bad at math.
Oh, damn. You drive a hard bargain. How's this? I can't give you 50 silver. How about 4 gold?
Give me a persuasion check.
I am bad at this. I am so bad at persuading and lying. 19, I crit. I
Nat
rolled a nat
20. He says, all right. And since he got one too, I'll throw in, here's a bottle of beer to go with it.
Oh, thank you. So I'm 4 gold down? Cool.
Yep. And up a bottle of rum and a bottle of beer.
I have so
All right.
many drugs in my bag.
I
that I'm
come
just-
scurrying with my 5 bottles of beer and I throw them on the wagon. I'm like, Peter, I'm here.
All right, well,
made
keep
it.
up, I guess. We got to go find him.
Yeah.
We should probably talk to Shadrach though, right? The person with the whole thing. I'm gonna go talk to Shadrach.
That's up to you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I run over and I'm like, Shadrach.
And she looks down at you and says, "Oh, more travelers."
Yeah, we got to go north like right now. Like we're leaving, right? Yeah.
Yep, we're leaving within the hour.
How about within the next 5 minutes?
Well, we've got 2 more bodies to... Oh, yep, they're bringing them. And you can see, like, there's some people who are carrying some bodies down the street. And we should be good to set off after this.
What are the people in the
Alright.
caravan wearing? Are they dressed like in warm clothing?
People are generally wearing, like, armor and, like, it looks like a mercenary caravan. Like, people are ready to defend this. It says, you are prepared for combat.
Yes,
Yeah.
I bought
Oh,
5 bottles
yeah.
of rum. I'm ready.
At all times.
All right, you will not be drunk during the day?
No.
All right, and if you die, your belongings go to the caravan. Otherwise, when we reach our goal, you each receive 25 gold, and when...
Now, there's a little bit of an issue with that. My body and possessions are promised to someone else.
Well, then you can't join this caravan.
Cool, we'll just follow you like 100 feet behind.
All right, it's up to you.
But you mentioned 25. I'm not going to die. I never die.
Oh,
Billy,
yeah,
you wanna
we're
go?
real good at not dying.
I say
We're
it
the
with
best
like
at
the
not
only
dying.
one who took a fucking wound in the last fight.
We are so good at not dying, we've never done it before.
That's
Yeah,
true.
none of us.
Well, I died.
for
I died
yourself.
that one time.
All right, look, listen. And like the bodies are getting loaded up. She says, "Have you ever done one of these before?
Absolutely.
A body run?"
Oh, no.
No,
Usually
should
we
do those
just
in the
bury
main
bodies.
time.
Or burn them.
Oh wait,
You
mean
should-
Throw them
you-
in the ocean.
My
bodies
God, that's
to a hole.
ridiculous. No, you take
Hey,
bodies,
have
you
you-
put them in the body holes. You've never been on
Have
a
you
run
ever-
before?
Have you
Oh
ever
no, I
tagged
thought you meant
the
something
bodies?
different by body run.
Have we ever what?
Have you ever, like, put a
Mark
tag
them?
on the bodies that you put in the hole to make sure that you keep throwing
Are you
these
trying to
bodies in the
start, like,
hole, right? And then more dead things show up? Are you
Peter,
sure
this
it's
isn't
not
catch
just
and
the
release.
same dead things showing up over and over again?
No, that's ridiculous. You would like, and you look, and they're all the bodies are wearing like funeral garb, and like they've clearly been like taken from where they fell. Because all of these you also can tell, like, oh, these people all died in battle. These are people who died during the festival fighting the undead. But they clearly have wounds that have been covered up and things like that. You can see like people who were like stabbed through the chest are. Like there's big bandages around where those stab wounds were, and it's like big ornamental, like it's very clearly a thing of like their dead are festooned and ornamented where they took the death blow. And she says, no, none of the ones coming back, they're all dressed in crappy armor and rusted things. We don't know where they come from, but putting them in the body hole is the safest thing.
Okay, let's go.
You
Very-
said 25 gold a person, yeah?
Okay, now listen. When we get there, 25 gold each. When we get back, you get 50 gold on top of the 25.
Hmm.
Okay, sure.
Are you planning? You're coming back, right?
No,
Probably.
I mean, sometime.
At some point,
There's
yeah.
like 3 different answers.
Okay, I'm
I mean,
confused
as
because
you've
it sounds like you're not sure, and you seem like you were together. So,
No,
As
it's
you've already
fine.
pointed
Let's
out,
go.
everyone eventually
no.
comes back.
We're definitely together.
you don't have to come back. Like, are you guys going to the town?
Yes.
We're looking
It-
for someone.
It
Yeah.
depends if we find the person we're looking for before we get to the town.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, no, that's fine. If you decide to leave at any point, as long as you accompany us there, you
Oh.
get that, and then if you come back, you get the other half. It's like that's how it worked.
Do like a just quick cursory glance to see if Melran's amongst these corpses.
Melran is not.
Okay.
During this entire conversation, with Billy's also just sipping on a rum bottle.
And she just looks at you and just looks at the rest of you and says, "Is he going to be a problem?"
Yeah.
Not in the way that you are asking. No.
Right.
All right, and just looks at you, Billy, and says, "If you're a problem, I will leave you behind."
While she's turning to talk to Billy,
luck.
Osa's gonna hand the bottle of beer to Peter and be like, "Here you go, buddy."
Ow.
You
Sure.
guys are like fucking high schoolers on a bus trip. Like,
I was gonna wonder, like, is it obvious that, like, I don't know. Never mind. Brain.
I mean, he said we just can't get drunk, so as long as we just keep edging the line above. we're
Exactly.
fine.
The
Exactly.
name of the town is Edley.
she just
Why
kind of
guys-
sighs at all of you and says, "All right, well, look, just be prepared to fight if
Yeah.
it comes to
Look,
that. Hopefully, it
this
won't."
is my best form.
I've
Is
never seen
when
Billy
I'm.
fight sober.
It's
I
not
don't-
good. You don't want it. I'll
I was
die
gonna-
from the headache.
I was just gonna see if it was obvious, or like if you could tell that I'm a member of the church or whatever.
Oh, she doesn't seem to clock that or care as far as and you can see like there's a couple of different priests here and they all have their own bodyguards that are going with the wagons. Most of the like clergy people who aren't like clerics. You see there's a couple of clerics and stuff here. Most of these people seem to be riding like on the wagons or on horseback and that sort of thing. There's nobody else with a magical flying boat. It's just you guys.
Yeah, I was just hoping it might add some legitimacy to the idea that we're not complete screw-ups.
Yeah, you can tell there's also some other complete screw-ups. There's you are not the only ones. There's some people there who are like those people we probably don't want to mess with. They seem like they're just like like they are here for the money and don't give a shit about the rest of it. And so Shadrach rides up to the gate and shouts out, "Gate folk, open the gate! Bodies for the hole!" And a horn blows, and the gate opens, and the wagons start rolling out.
Osa's gonna jog alongside Shadrach on the horse and be like, "So the whole, if you die, your belongings go to the caravan. Is that like first come, first serve? Like if I loot the bodies first, I get the stuff?" Or
she says, "No, they go to me, and I give them out as necessary, and then we use them to fund further things. So try not to die. It'll be easy on these. Usually on these, right after the festivals, we don't run into anything."
So if all of you die, do we get your stuff?
We get the caravan, I'm pretty sure.
if they all die, who's gonna stop us from taking their stuff?
If everyone
the
dies,
caravan.
then you can have our stuff, but you do need to take the bodies to the hole, otherwise it's going to be a problem.
Of
Oh,
course.
yeah. We'll stuff your hole. I get it.
Oh God! Whoa! Peter,
Whoa,
not
Peter.
cool.
I did not agree to that.
Peter,
That's
come
what we're
now.
doing. We're stuffing a bunch of bodies in a hole.
But Peter,
Oh, that hole.
let's see. Let me just I've rolled this die twice today. Once earlier just as a test and once again just now, and it has nat 20'd both times.
Okay.
Peter, she looks at you and says, "Well, we can talk about that."
Oh, okay. Yeah, obviously. I mean, that's why we're here, right? To stuff bodies in holes?
Did you bring a tent?
Oh, yeah, always.
Excellent.
Actually, wait. No, but we got a tiny boat.
We do have a tiny boat.
I don't, and she just sort of looks at it, then just looks back at you and says, "Kinky," and then rides back up to the front.
Oh! Guys, I'm gonna need the boat tonight.
There is you, and looking at it, there's absolutely no way you can go inside the boat. It is not the size.
Guys, don't look at the boat tonight.
I have a winter blanket in my pack. That's
Excellent.
so good.
Osa got
And the
that and was
water.
like, "What the hell is this for?"
It's a really heavy blanket. What the fuck?
You guys are weird. I don't like that. All right, so the expedition heads out. You venture north into the wastes. A few hours pass as you travel along with the caravan, and you have gotten to the point where, looking behind you, you can no longer see the edge keep behind you. It's not just flat. You've come to a point where it's kind of rolling hills here and there. You do occasionally see off in the distance little copses of trees, some bushes, some scrub grass. There's occasionally like a broken down wagon or like boulders hanging out there. So it's not just nothing out here. You are occasionally seeing some features, but it's not a lot. It's very clearly people don't come out here. There's not any. You've gotten far enough away from the river that you're not seeing any water anymore. You are just seeing kind of nothing out in the distance other than those tiny little features. And people are kind of keeping to themselves. There's some general chatter. Somebody tried to raise up a song, and several of the clergy stopped them. This being a little bit of a somber funeral kind of journey.
That's kind of boring.
This place kind of.
Peter definitely joined in for a minute, and they had to shush him.
Also, is anyone else feeling really uncomfortable right now? I don't think I've been this far away from any water in 8 years.
Just
Wow.
drink some more rum,
8?
Billy. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I've already finished one bottle.
Well, that's why you feel weird.
No, that's normal.
Billy, it's called dehydration. It's
Don't
why you're
understand.
wondering where the water is.
Once it becomes clear that the priests are going to be like real killjoys, Osa pulls out the rest of his river weed and splits it with Meow.
Let's go.
They see you and kind of scowl, but are like and kind of usher you to the back of the caravan so nobody's downwind. And then
Mom, as soon as they look at him, like fuck you.
Can we hotbox the boat?
I would say you guys are generally you can't go in the boat.
We just gotta get our heads in there, man.
Blowing it.
We just gotta get our heads in there.
You guys are
inside
hotboxing
the
the
cannon.
dragon. You keep taking big puffs and blowing it in the cabin.
Every time you stick your head in, he goes, "Hello."
How many points?
Yeah.
So many points, you guys. But no, and so you guys actually travel pretty much all day until the sun goes down, and then sort of everybody comes to a halt and set up camp. They put up torches in a ring around the camp, so it's well lit. People are putting up tents. Some people are putting out sleeping bags. There's a campfire in the middle. The wagons are covered with tarps. And there are
Wait, did we bring
some
a tarp for the wagon?
flowers, and so you don't have to. It's to cover up the bodies, and because at night they cover them up and they put flowers and some incense on top of them.
I guess I'm gonna go make tea.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on completing those health potions I was working on earlier.
Absolutely. I think actually that health potion, now that you brought that up, Osa, I forgot to mention, because you guys took several days to get to the Edge Keep. And so I assume you worked on it during that time, and because it was a while. So I'm going to say you finished that.
Did I manage to find those scrolls I was looking for? Or did Peter usher us out before I could find anything?
I think you guys left before you could find anything.
Okay.
What type of health potion do I have?
The healing kind.
wrote that down somewhere. A normal health potion is what, 2d4?
I think so.
I think this one takes a full action to drink. You can't just drink it, going, but it restores 4d8.
Cool. I'm gonna give it because I can heal people. I think Billy seems to be the most mobile in actual like combat. So I'll be like, "Here, Billy, hold this. Don't drink it," and I'll explain to him that it's a healing potion for use in emergencies.
Clarify
Okay.
that there's no alcohol in it.
Yeah, I'll clarify. that
Oh,
when
there's
I-
alcohol in it.
I'm going to tell Billy.
You don't have to
there's no
tell
alcohol.
Billy that.
Oh, okay.
It's mostly just
Bitters.
it's like kombucha.
Okay. And so everybody is, I assume, gonna settle down for a long rest.
Sounds good.
We have like watches posted?
There are guards doing that, and at one point they come by and say, "Hey, somebody from your group needs to take a watch."
I got it.
Oh, okay. You want
Bill-
company?
Billy
Oh wait,
sips
no,
on
I'm
whatever
busy
you handed
tonight.
him.
Sorry.
Please don't. I gave Billy a health potion. I don't know how much of it you heard.
Okay.
Um,
I did not hear that part, so I will put that in
it's a
my
4d8
inventory.
health potion, takes full action to use. I figured you're the most mobile and you seem to get fucking beat up the most too. So.
Most
Yeah, that's
frequently
true.
damaged.
I'm public enemy number 1, so it's fair. Thank
Because
you,
telling me
Osa.
kids to drink.
Yeah,
I
of
also
course.
appreciate that you made it slightly alcoholic.
Yeah, it'll go down smooth.
Yeah. How many times did you distill it?
How many times did I distill it?
I think like once, and that
4
was like a
times.
final step after mixing it with a lot of different herbs and testing different things. And
Well, I'm
Only
sure
once,
it's
but
fine.
it's the first batch, so
Yeah, well, I'll let you know. We'll work on it.
You know, honestly, I'm gonna say that Osa, you think you like as you were working on it, there was probably some drug use on the trip. There may or may not be drugs in this health potion.
Oh, I assumed that it was just all drugs.
Yeah, it might get you high.
Billy,
That's how it heals.
what I want you to know is, if
You're gonna have a lot of
if you're
fun.
feeling incredibly physically or emotionally damaged, drink this potion and you'll feel great.
Billy takes it immediately now.
48 mental health restore. All right, and so the next day, you guys set off. Peter, at one point during the night, I'm going to say that Shadrach does come by and kind of look at you and say, "So what are you doing tonight?"
Oh, Peter's already like laying on the boat sideways.
Okay, Peter, I would like you to, if you could, give me a persuasion or just a raw charisma check, actually.
Raw charisma. Well, Peter,
The way that you
does
phrased
like
that.
it raw. So,
Oh dear,
ooh,
not good. Not
Okay.
good.
Not great. But I'm gonna give you advantage because this person's into it.
Could
Okay.
I make an argument for making Constitution checks?
No, not in this case.
Alright.
Okay,
Nice.
an 18, pretty good. Peter, I will say at one point during the evening, you still get a long rest, but it takes a little bit before you start. You do notice that Shadrach, taking her helmet off, has noticeably pointed ears, which you've never seen on a human before.
Well,
Okay.
never seen in real life before, right?
That's true. You have seen the guards at the Green Keep who had those fake ears on. This is significantly more subtle than that.
So Peter does that thing where like you're intrigued by a physical feature, but you don't want to say something. So like you make sure you position yourself while making out in such a way that you can examine it. And does that with the ears.
Just
he
like making
just
out,
a
just
little, nibbles just a little bit more than normal. Like
just eyes fully
really
open, making out, looking.
kind of focuses on like the whole length of the ear instead of just chewing on the lobe a little, like switching it up a bit.
Yeah, it's
Keep brushing the hair back just enough where he can touch the tip of the ears. 'cause
she
it's
and
stale.
every time you go to get with the ears, she kind of like puts the hair back over and is like, don't worry about that. It's
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
well, that's good.
Oh, well, yeah. It is good. It's real good. It's doing it for me. I'm here for it. It's new and exciting.
Well, all right. Well, that's a little weird, but you know what? I'm gonna look past it. I'm sensitive about it. All right. It's
Oh, I'm sorry. You shouldn't be. They're beautiful.
well, thank you.
I'm not role-playing sex with you.
No, we're not. That's not what we're doing. But she's clearly like, there's a moment of awkwardness,
Peter
and
takes his pants off.
She's
one
in that
point,
Community
Bobby
episode where he just goes silent and just every Alison Bree's just like that. Does all these different hand
Oh
gestures.
God.
At one point, Osa walks past and goes, "Hey, keep it down. People are trying to sleep."
I'm
There's
inside the boat hitting it. I'm like trying to sleep.
you can't get in the boat.
I would like to make an acrobatics check to get in the boat.
Billy
There's
is
a
on the
Peter in
boat.
the
He's hung on the bottom of the boat, just clinging to it. But yeah, and so the night goes on, but you definitely notice that like, hey, this is an oddity. I have not seen a person like this before. And so you notice that when she's done there, she leaves and puts her helmet back on, and then goes to sleep. And just like across the camp, lying down in her bed, you can see that she's wearing the helmet to sleep.
Ow.
Sad.
Well, that's unfortunate.
But the morning comes and everyone is there and heading off, packing up and heading out. During this last leg, you've got about another day of travel. You should reach the body hole this evening. I would like one of you to roll for me on our encounter table.
Wait, so we don't all roll this time?
No.
Wouldn't it be more fun if we all rolled and then took the average? Never mind.
What size is the encounter table?
We could do that. It is. I would like one of you,
50.
and you decide who you'd like to. Okay, one of you
Too
did.
late.
Uh,
Oh, sorry, that doesn't count. I apologize.
no, I'm taking it.
No, I think it happened.
let's do it. Let's
Osa
do it.
rolled a 1d50 here, and let's see. Would this be a good time for us to take a real quick break while I get this set up?
Sure.
Okay, we will be right back. All right, hello everybody. We are back. You have been traveling for a while, and one of the scouts that has been heading off in front of you guys comes back and says, and whispers over to Shadrach, and Shadrach. Oh my. I'm sorry, I just got a horrifying message on Discord.
Fuck, I need to know what this is.
Thanks, Waffles. This is terrifying. Shadrach looks back at you and says, "All right, there's some lingering undead up ahead. Do we have any volunteers to assist me?"
Oh, yeah. I could use a workout.
That's it.
Sure.
All right,
Well,
I gotta
I
watch
guess
Peter's
a
back.
post-workout workout.
Yeah.
that
Peter gives
group's
her a little wink.
gonna. She fully ignores it. Actually, give me a persuasion check. Give me a persuasion.
Persuasion, you say?
Can I assist him? I'm like, this is how you be real fly, Peter.
You may
Oof.
not. Yeah, no, fully ignores it. And
going, yuck, dude.
she nods and says, "Good. All right, the Billy Brews cruise. Come on then. Everyone
Wait,
else, stay
all
here.
of us?
Defend the wagon."
I didn't volunteer.
She.
Be the baby, Billy.
If there's one thing that you should know about the Billy Brews cruise, we do not travel as a pack.
She is far. She is already
we
left.
still always manage to end up in the same spot.
That's how it works. All right,
Okay,
I'll
we'll
go
see you
west.
guys later.
You guys go east. We'll meet up somewhere north. I don't know. All right. Well, I guess. Do we bring the boat?
Yeah, we got the cannon in that thing.
Oh hell yeah! All right, Peter, time to get in the cannon.
Oh, hell yeah.
The cannon at this size will not do significant damage to a creature.
Right,
I
but
able
will
to,
it
like-
fit Peter?
Yeah, can I get in the cannon?
Why don't you, if you would like to try?
Hell yeah, I want to try.
Duh.
Okay. First of all, I need an Arcana check.
All right, I'm gonna let one of you magic-y people figure that out.
Is that specific?
No,
give me a
from
second.
Peter. From Peter, the person getting in the cannon.
Okay.
That's about
A
as good as it's gonna
15's
get
pretty
from
good.
Peter.
Hell yeah.
And now a dexterity check.
Dexterity.
Can
You
I
sure
help
can't
him?
use strength and just force it?
If
Can
you'd
I-
like
can
to.
Can I help? I'm like
Gonna
moving
risk
up
some
his
things.
sides.
Yes, you can
it
give
doesn't-
advantage on the dex check.
All right, I'm lubing you up, Peter.
Oh, I did that already.
No, Peter, you get a leg in there. You've kind of figured out how to do it, and you get a leg in there, and then it starts cramping real bad because that leg is way smaller than the rest of you now, and you have to pull.
Okay.
You can't do it.
Okay, so we now know that I do in fact shrink to the size of the cannon, and the cannon does not grow to the size of Peter.
Let's put Billy in the cannon. He's a lot smaller.
I am smaller. Let's try.
Yeah, he's about the
While
size
we're,
of one.
we could do this while we're walking over, like just
Yeah.
while we're walking, pick up Billy. Like,
Okay. Yes. Yeah. The whole group. Okay. Billy, Arcana check.
Arcana check. 19.
Okay. Give me a
Oh my
dex check.
Dexterity or acrobatics or what?
A dexterity.
Okay. Flat dexterity saving roll.
Flat
Can I- it's a
It's a
dexterity.
23, baby.
Peter assist. Oh, never mind.
Billy,
I
you
fucking
have your
jump
leg
right
in
in
there, and you like feel it start to cramp, and you're like, oh, I don't, and then suddenly you go, foop, and Billy disappears.
this is gonna be the greatest sneak attack of all time.
How do we light the cannon?
Oh Lord. Okay. We go grab.
Excellent.
Hold on. I don't know why I didn't foresee this, but I should have.
Why we
Yes,
brought
that is
the
a very
boat.
good point. Why
We
did they not
literally paid
possibly
hundreds of
imagine-
gold literally to do this.
There was
Yeah.
nothing to proceed. Peter literally said, "Oh, let's shrink the boat to see if we can still get in the canyon."
That was the whole point.
Look, if you give Peter a cannon,
He's gonna shoot it.
he's gonna want to see if he can fit inside.
Yeah.
Okay, let me have all of you roll initiative.
Me too.
Do we need tokens for this? Or no?
Oh, you will need tokens, won't you? Okay, let me just bring you. Okay, so what I was gonna like roll initiative and then we'll go, but it's way easier to do it this way. Okay, so
Oh, cool.
I'll just pretend not to see the map. Our boat.
Excellent.
try and we'll zoom in as we get closer to combat here, but it's not as needed right now. There are a variety of strange devils and undead standing across the side there. There is one large creature that looks like it's made out of bones. It is being flanked by two little floating icy bone creatures, and then two horned skeletons flank it from behind.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
This is all to scale, right? Like these are medium creatures except for the one that's large.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't like how high their initiative is.
Just because we roll like shit, to be fair.
To be fair.
Okay,
They
let's
all know the
Other than
deal.
Meow.
get the tunes going. There we go. All right. You approach. You hear an ear-splitting screech as they see you coming. And the huge creature comes charging across this chasm, leaping into the air and flying forward. Let me see.
Now, question: is this the road that the caravan has to take?
Yes,
Okay, we can't break the bridge.
you could.
I could just throw the bodies across.
Or you put them in this hole.
We put him in this hole.
And I will say Shadrach is on foot. Is not riding the horse anymore. Left the horse behind. Okay. This thing runs up. Shadrach responds, pulling a massive maul from her back and swinging right into this thing.
Is that Shadrach, the
yeah, the weird little person. That's the
weird
best
Goliath man?
token I could pull for it.
All right.
And hits. You can tell Shadrach is very skilled with this thing. She like stumbled a little bit, but still kind of rolled and then came up and smashed this thing under the chin, and did 18 damage to it.
So it charged across and didn't get an attack?
No, it dashed.
Okay. Understood.
One of these little flying ice guys is gonna fly over here. I think I
Oh,
can
they
do
quit.
that.
Whoa. Well, how do you get there?
Okay, no, it only gets to about here. Let's see. About here.
Guys, what's going on out there?
Well,
Wait
actually,
your turn,
this one's not his turn. Yeah. Man, all the enemies get to go before you guys.
Wait, why is
Wait,
mine a
Meow
12?
has an initiative.
Wait, why is mine a
of
12?
20. Yeah.
I don't
Hold
know. That's what you put it in as. What is
I
your
rolled
initiative?
a 20.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Okay, then go ahead, Meow.
Do we have to light the cannon? Or is it
No,
just-
the cannon has a button you press that fires the cannon.
Can Billy press that button for himself?
No, I don't think
He
I can.
cannot.
Okay.
Because Meow pushed the
shoot,
button last
well,
time. Because we were like, we're not gonna shoot Peter. That'd be silly. And you're like, boom!
Meow knows exactly how this cannon works.
Okay. I'm gonna move over next to the boat. And can I just reach in? Since he said we can't like fully get it, can I like just reach in and like hit the button?
The button's on top of it's not in the cannon.
You just have to aim the
Well,
cannon
it's
and
under-
like hit it.
Oh, I thought that. Okay, yeah. I hit the button.
Okay, you are aiming, you are firing the cannon at what? At the big guy?
Big guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this is gonna go great.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well,
I
Billy,
launched Billy into the
Billy
back
doesn't
line.
have rage, first off.
I would the person who is aiming and firing the cannon. If you could please make me a very basic attack roll.
Number 2, there's a giant crevasse right here that you could shoot me into.
Well, maybe you should have thought about that before climbing into the
I
cave.
don't see any problems.
I mean, the undead aren't there, so it's probably fine.
Or actually, oh shoot, do I want to aim at the big guy or get him in the back line?
Don't shoot Billy alone.
Oh yeah, back
By
line.
myself. Oh no!
Today we kill Billy.
Look, you look. The cannon has been fired. I need you to roll a
Just
1d20.
D20.
Yeah, I say let's be clear. Like
Oh,
that
dear.
just gives us the
Yeah, rolls a
episode of
5.
the title name. Kill Bill.
Did you like put it up? You're like just like Peter. You like put me just straight up in the air.
Billy,
Dude, with
where do you? You are absolutely. You come out of that and realize immediately you are not hitting this big creature. Where does Billy want to land?
Where do I want to land? Well, depending on the airspeed velocity of the size of this cannon and
Of a
everything,
swallow?
I would say like right here, but I'm gonna assume it's gonna be like probably over here or somewhere.
Where, no, I'm sorry. Where do you want to land?
I want to land before the bridge.
Right there. Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. That's a 13.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you actually you fly out at too high of an angle, fly straight over that thing, and come skidding to a halt, kind of right here in the middle of the bridge.
All right.
At that, you also take from slamming into the bridge at the speed and kind of skidding along the boards here. You take 4d6 damage.
46.
Damn.
Am I rolling that or you?
You roll that.
You're making me hurt myself?
15.
Minus 15. That's a third of my life.
It was
All
gonna be
right.
worse if you hit the creature, but it would have done the damage to the creature too. All right, one of these skeleton guys back here is going to charge at you.
Yep.
You are also prone.
Are the frosty birds
great.
not going anymore?
No, the one went.
Okay.
So you just see Billy like rolling like, like
It unsheathes a great axe. Let's see. Hold on. Actually, no. Actually, it lowers its head and charges at you with one of the horns.
great.
God.
25.
Yeah, that's gonna hit me.
That's gonna be 19 piercing damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and dodge that. So I'm gonna take 9, 10 damage.
How are you dodging that?
I
Uncanny
have uncanny dodge.
That lets you dodge melee hits?
Yeah,
It
I
lets
can
it-
dodge whatever the hell I want as a reaction.
Oh, but you only get one
one
reaction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just check to see if it crit. No, because you are prone. Can you dodge while you're prone?
It doesn't say I can't.
Okay. The other one is going to do the same thing.
Of course.
21,
Yep, that'll hit.
and that's
You
going to
messed with the bolt. Now
be
you're getting the
16
horns.
damage.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad I gave
still
him that
alive
healing
with
potion.
4 HP.
And Billy, it's your turn.
Right, Billy's gonna stand up, drink that
And then
potion.
immediately fall over.
Billy jumps off the bridge. Only I choose how I die.
I will say that this
Actually,
bridge,
hold
look,
on.
if you look over this chasm, you cannot see the bottom.
Yeah. I'm going to actually. I'm not going to drink the potion. I am going to stand up.
And it is midday. It's overcast, still snowing. There is snow accumulating at this point. There's
Right.
maybe an inch
Yeah.
on the ground.
So, God, how am I going to do this? Because I can't. Okay. Yeah. I got this. I'm going to attack the one that's right next to me, not from the diagonal. I'm gonna jump back up and go ha, and then attack him with both my my rapier and my scimitar. Does a 12 hit?
Yes. Shockingly.
Okay.
Which one? The one right in front of you?
Yeah. That's 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna also have my offhand hit him with the scimitar, or attempt to. 16.
That hits. It's higher than a 12 hits.
8 more damage. And hold on, can I sneak attack this guy? I forget what sneak attack. I don't think I can because he has a friend next to him.
There's
You
no.
have advantage.
You don't have advantage. You don't have
Well,
him
no.
flanked. There's.
Rakish Audacity lets me do this as long as no other creatures are with 5 feet of him. But he has that, so.
Yeah.
Is it creature or is it friendly creature?
Well, it doesn't matter.
it's-
he's got a friend.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
no
I
sneak
will.
attack here.
I will then use my bonus action to disengage and
Okay.
run away.
So that's 17 damage here. Whoever's clicking that, stop it. All right, Hellyth.
So Hellyth is gonna look at Billy like basically laying on the floor
And then get stampeded by 2 fucking minotaurs.
and like face palm,
Skeletons, Minotaur skeletons,
and then
but they're little.
and then say I don't know. Basically, I'm gonna cast Bless on the party.
Okay.
I was gonna try and come up with something, but my brain is shot. So you guys just get the word Bless. Hashtag blessed.
All right, everyone is #blessed. Anything else?
Bonus action to summon a tentacle, I guess. Trying to
Okay.
think who I want to punch. I guess I'll go for the big dude up front. Attack roll. Why is cap block on? Plus. I don't know why my character sheet keeps getting closed.
Hey, Sniper,
Yes.
why is Peter not in the initiative?
Oh.
That's a great question.
Did you have
What
him
happened to the
selected
initiative?
when you
I-
rolled?
I did.
Peter, did you select me?
did
is that
I
why
select-
I had a
Oh,
12?
that might have
I
done it.
don't think so.
What did you roll, Peter?
I rolled a 12.
Okay, well, Peter, you can go next.
Yeah.
The tentacle has been summoned.
And it hits for. I guess I'm assuming a 23 hits.
A 23 definitely hits.
So 3 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10.
Okay. It also, you can tell that the cold does not affect it as much. It doesn't seem to really mind.
Sure.
Peter.
Yeah. Peter is going to enter a revelry because this is great fun. And
It's not great fun. It hurts. It hurts so bad.
just not enjoying the thrill of battle enough. And Peter's going to run up, and I'm going to enter a rage, and I'm going to recklessly attack the big beastie.
All right. $19 hits.
Ow. So that's going to be 9 slashing damage. It is magical, if that matters.
It does. You can kind of see there's like a little shimmer as you hit, and you can tell that the magic of your weapon breaks through.
Okay. And then my second attack?
And you're raging?
Yes.
Okay. Did we do your crazy rage thing?
Oh, shit, we did not. Let
Okay.
me...
That's a
go
plus
look at
2 to your damage, so.
Right, that's why I said 9 instead of 7.
Yeah, yep, okay. Barring something wild happening. 21 also hits, so go ahead and give me your damage for that too.
Okay, and then I'll figure out my crazy rage thing. So that's 13 slashing.
Okay.
Sorry, there it is. My character sheet got changed up, so I had to find thing. So that is an 8, which is a bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice you can stay within 30 feet must succeed on a con saving throw or take radiant damage and be blinded.
Ooh.
So before I charge, I guess I fire a beam of light directly at the big monster. So con save?
12.
That will not do it.
All right. And so it is now blind and...
How much radiant damage?
Yep, I'm working on that. 6 radiant damage. And then I believe I can do that each turn as a bonus action. Yes, I can.
To a different creature?
No, to a creature of my choice.
Okay. So you can't
How are you
methodically...
making? Where's the radiant energy coming from?
From my chest.
Not farther down.
It
Not
says
like
from his chest.
It's blasting direct. I'm Care Bear staring things, Billy.
Just pelvic thrusting and looking over at Shadrach.
I have become Battle Bear, and this is my Care Bear stare.
All right, Peter. I'm sorry, Osa.
I'm gonna move over to Billy. I take an attack of opportunity from the blinded large thing.
I'm gonna say no, you don't, because it doesn't notice you.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna heal Billy.
Osa, you're the last one I would sell out. Always.
What? Wait, what?
That feels like a dangerous choice.
Who's the first one?
I also forgot it does get advantage against that, but it failed. So
Okay.
I think my...
it has dark vision.
Doesn't help in
that helps
midday.
it.
Yeah.
Does dark vision help if you're blinded?
No.
No, not at all.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
You don't
I
have any
only
vision.
Right. That's what I got.
6.
Yeah, it did.
All right. Well, I'm alive.
Enjoy your
4.
health.
That's what I got for you. I think that's all I've got, unless I want to spend more key, which I don't. So
That's fair. You're all out of key for Billy.
well, I can only heal once per turn. I'm sorry. I'm done.
All right. This other little floaty guy is gonna charge over here at Billy.
Yeah, I'm like standing up, like, oh, I feel so much better, Osa. Thank you. And you just see this little mosquito, like.
Yeah, like honestly, you hear like, bzzz, and then I need both Billy and Osa to make a dexterity saving throw. As this thing gets up close and then just goes and breathes
That's a
this cone
22.
of frost at both of you.
17.
You both succeed. I think Billy probably doesn't take half because he's a crazy person. Is that how that works?
I think so, but
Yeah, but Osa's gonna take. You're gonna take half of 3.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that
One?
yet.
Okay, you both take half of 3. It's rounded up, so you both take 2.
Oh,
I thought you
damn.
had it. Do you not?
I have
Evasion?
uncanny dodge, but that's different.
Yeah, I think it's evasion.
Oh
and
wait.
levy.
You can use. Yeah, I don't have evasion yet.
Okay.
I know it's like I felt like Rogues got this stuff earlier. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought they did too.
All right, Peter.
It's 7th level evasion.
The huge thing in front of you is going to attack you. Now
Okay.
it gets disadvantage because it's blind, but it gets advantage because you recklessly attacked it.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that probably hits 27.
I don't feel like that hits today.
I think it probably hits.
You know.
I need you to make for me a Constitution saving throw.
Sure. How's a 25 suit you?
25 is pretty damn good.
but not good.
Yeah, you can tell that
was
this
gonna say,
thing
not good
has
enough.
this
Okay, so
huge
fine.
tail behind it that comes out and stabs you in the shoulder, dealing 20 damage. And you can see it's dripping with poison, but you are like your little beam of light comes out and sort of blows the poison off the tip of it, and so it still hurts, but you are not poisoned.
So it's
Was
just the tip,
that-
though?
Just the tip.
Was that piercing damage?
That is piercing damage.
Adorable. That
And-
does 10 damage.
And then it is going to make it's going to claw at you with both claws. That's a crit.
Oh. Does it have
How's
to
it
be?
critting with advantage, with disadvantage from swinging?
Oh, you're
It gets-
right. You're right. It does get a disadvantage. Thank you.
But it also still has advantage because
it gets advantage on every attack.
Oh, so then it evens out.
reckless attacks.
Yeah.
I'll read it again real quick, but I'm pretty sure it's on all of them.
Wouldn't it just be the first attack against
No, I'm pretty sure it's all attacks against you as a barbarian.
Yeah.
What is your
you?
AC, by the way?
That seems reckless.
My AC is 14, and reckless attack rolls against you have advantage.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna go out on a limb and say that seems reckless.
well, it just
is
doubles the
reckless.
damage die, so it's not that bad.
That's kind of bad.
But both crits hit, both attacks hit.
Wait.
One crits. That one does
Like, hey,
11.
hold up.
And the non-crit does 12.
There you
My
go.
God. Ugh.
So I take 12 damage.
total.
12
Right.
damage.
Yep.
So I'm sorry, that thing did 43 damage to you, and you took how much?
I took
21.
10, and then I took 12, so I took 23.
22.
22.
Math is hard. We know it's not your strong point, Peter.
Yes.
So you took
did-
half of the actual damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 20 was 10, and then the next two added up to 12 total.
Okay, your token still says you've only taken 10, so I was like, what?
Oh, that's because I hadn't clicked off my sheet. Does that look
Okay,
better?
okay. Yes.
Oh, I
Shadrach,
had to help.
seeing you get laid into, is going to absolutely go for this thing.
Oh, she cares. Peter was legitimately not sure.
Were you just a boy toy? A piece of meat?
Look, man, sometimes you
Peter's
just
too-
got to. Peter
I say Peter's
understands.
too kind-hearted to get into this game.
No, Peter understands that sometimes things are just recreational, and that's all it has to be. And he's good with that. That's a lot of single, like, 3, 5, 1,
It was like
2,
a fourth
1,
level
5,
smite or
3,
something.
5, 4.
She like rolls up under this thing and goes to swing, and it dodges, and she lights up with power and dodges into it and slams her maul into it, and then swings around again and knocks its jaw clean off.
Divine Smite,
God.
everybody. It's real good.
It's not Divine Smite.
Did she just do 67 damage? In
Yes,
one
she
attack?
did.
Jesus. Okay.
We should kill her now. After since she's already
She looks at me and goes, "What?"
Hey, you guys remember we were told not to trust the elves? Remember that?
That's
None of you
offensive.
know. None of you know.
I know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say no.
That
This
was not
one,
in character.
this one comes over for Billy.
Yes.
Billy and
Everyone
Osa, I need you
Billy.
both to make a dexterity saving throw.
Man, even the random
Oh.
things.
That's an 18, baby.
23.
All right, that's
We're just
save
fucking
for
doing
half
cartwheels
again.
over here.
So that's gonna be 3.
Well, I'm glad you healed me.
Jesus Christ.
Meow.
Meow is going to I forget if this is a bonus action. I'm pretty sure it's a bonus action. Yeah. Meow is going to Misty Step past this dragon thing. That is definitely
Sneak
not
attack, and then
Not a dragon.
not a dragon. And then I am going to cast Cure Wounds as a. Can I cast that higher level?
You can't cast 2 spells in the same turn. Sorry. Not to be a rude.
The
think
Misty Step is the
technically-
bonus action.
Misty,
It's a
you
spell.
can use a cantrip and a spell.
Okay.
You
Oh,
cannot
Right,
use
there
2
was that
spells.
Stupid
You
video
have to
that
use 2 leveled spells in the same turn.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Cantrips, not spells. I don't know. Wizards, they're weird.
I'm gonna stand here and stab this guy.
Yeah.
Just gonna add a magic item that lets you do that. That's all it does. You can use 2 spells a turn. All right, let's see that roll.
I mean, you can as long as one of them's a cantrip.
23.
Cantrips aren't spells. 23 hits.
That's 12 magic damage.
All right. That thing is like you can see it like ice and frost leaking out of it. Like water, cold frozen water is just blasting out of this piercing wound that you gave it. And it is shrieking and flitting around in the air, but it is still alive.
Okay. That is the end of my turn.
Bards don't have a second attack? What?
Dude,
only
rogues
certain
don't
ones
either, you know?
Rogues do if they have 2 weapons.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't count. It's different.
This guy's gonna come up here and unsheathing his great axe, swing it at Meow. 19?
Oh,
That's a
damn.
hit.
14 slashing damage.
Yep.
And this one's gonna swing at Osa. 17.
Nope, doesn't do it.
What is your AC? It's like 18?
18.
Nice. Billy! There's a lot of bad things right next to you.
Yes, and I have a plan. Billy disengages.
Smoke bomb.
Billy is never seen again.
I go stand next to the strong lady. And I stab this creature instead.
Just since we've been making a lot of saving throws, I just remembered that Bless also works on saving throws.
Does a 20 hit it?
20
Oh, right,
does
yeah.
hit it, and you also get advantage because it's blind.
Oh, great. I'll do the second attack just in case. Yeah, okay.
I
so
also
hit it for
checked.
6,
It's still blind. Okay.
And sneak attack, I'm gonna do as
And now, is your weapon
well.
magical?
No.
Okay.
That's 14 sneak attack damage.
Nice.
And then
Okay.
I'm gonna also hit it with my scimitar for 19, or it hits with a 19, I assume,
19 does hit.
with an extra 4 slashing damage.
That is magic, right? Because it's +1, or the
Okay.
masterwork.
So you are dual wielding now.
That one's +1. I am, yes.
Doesn't your offhand get like minuses?
It
No,
doesn't
just
get my
doesn't the
bonus.
stat bonus.
Oh,
Which
okay.
I am rolling without
I see
that,
that. I
yes.
see that. Okay. Next to grappling, dual wielding was always one of the other
Yeah.
hard things to figure out. Okay, so that's 20 non-magical damage and 4 magical damage.
Yes.
All right, this thing is like creaking and howling and is very clearly on its last leg, but it is still alive.
I run into the jungle.
You disengaged twice?
Yeah, I hit it. It can't attack me. It's fine.
Oh, right. This is not a there's like some scrub brush around this canyon, but that's it. Like
Okay.
this is
I
mostly
hide
low
behind
grass.
I am on the ground hiding behind the Smalls plant.
Okay. Give me a hide check. Peter, it's your turn.
I laser beam the beastie. I would like it to make a Constitution
13.
save.
Not very hidden.
I need you to yell Care Bear Stare for me if this kills it. It rolled an 11.
Nice, nice.
Five damage.
Yes.
It is not dead. It's really close though.
Peter kind of like glares at it for a minute because he clearly wanted that to work, and then just starts wailing on it with its axe.
It's like still it like was trying to rub out of it. Like it doesn't have eyes, it's just sockets, but it was trying to still rub those, and then just like kind of looks back at you just in time to get blasted again and goes.
Oh, if it failed, it can't see me because it's blind.
Yeah, no, it's still blind. 19 hits.
Okay. 18 slashing.
You absolutely demolish this thing.
And then Peter goes charging across the battlefield to get punched.
Yeah, it like finishes rubbing its eyes and it like goes and just its whole face just explodes as you slam into it and it crumples into a pile of bones.
Does Peter charge or does Peter skip?
Peter runs. He's got a sense of urgency. His friends are dying.
Only one friend is dying.
So
Any
my
other
second
attacks?
attack
Yep.
will be on the skeleton minotaur there, because it is the next closest target. 24.
That'll hit.
15 slashing.
Yep. Okay.
And that is Peter's turn.
All right, Hellyth.
So Hellyth will, she's already like kind of glowing from Bless, and then we'll cast Mirror Image.
Oh, Hellyth is always glowing.
Yes, wow. Extra glowing.
Hey, speaking of bless, who all did you bless?
Everyone except for me, and whatever her name is.
Okay. I wasn't sure how many targets it
That
hit.
hussy.
Yeah.
It'd
And
be
then,
nice to that hussy.
I'll like step up to, let's see, here, and then I'm gonna have my tentacle go over here and make an attack on the, I guess that guy.
I think your tentacle to get there would have to incur an attack of opportunity. Is that right?
Fine.
There's
I
a
don't know
10
that
foot
it
reach, right?
actually moves. I think it.
I don't think it teleports.
Let's see.
It wiggles on the ground. It goes wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
You can move the tentacle up to 30 feet. I don't think it actually would incur an attack opportunity because it's not moving.
You're
own.
moving it. That's
I'm moving it, but it's not moving.
That's it
you may
moving.
incur an
That's it
opportunity if
moving.
you-
Does a 13 or a 7 hit?
Oh no, I moved it over here instead.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, never mind. Does a 13 hit it?
It only has like 10 AC or something.
It's not a 10, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't.
Just curious. Go ahead and give me the attack damage on it, Health.
I don't think it has an AC.
Look it up in the meantime. We're not doing it right now.
Yep. 1d20 plus 7. 15.
Wow. Yeah, that hits.
And then 5 cold damage.
All right.
Oh, and I guess I'll have shoot, my little tentacle friend or Ruby help out Osa.
Your little tentacle friend. Is that what you call Ruby in the off time?
Hey, Sniper, you have the appropriate tentacle for that.
I'm not anymore. I didn't keep that.
Why? I can send it to you again. Don't worry.
Is
Oof. All right. Anything else, Hellyth?
That's my turn.
Okay, Osa.
Am I able to stand behind this guy, or is that like the cliff?
That would be the cliff.
Cool. I'm gonna
You
step
can
up.
you could climb down there and do that, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm gonna step up and attack the one above Meow.
Okay.
Just a regular. I guess Yeah, I'll just do an unarmed strike. 11.
11 hits.
Okay, cool.
Gesundheit.
Not working. Oh, there it is. 5 magic.
Okay, it's still alive, but just barely.
Okay, I will Use my extra attack. I need to fix that stuff.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's bludgeoning damage?
It's bludgeoning magic.
Magic.
No, that explodes. You punch it, and you can tell like, oh, this thing is brittle, and when you hit it, it dies. But when it dies, you see there's like this little chain reaction of like the light goes out in its eyes, and all of the ice splinters that makes up its body, and it explodes outwards. So I need Osa and Meow to make dexterity saving throws.
What about his friends?
You get
Yeah, no, they also.
Not 20.
Oh, damn.
23.
Yeah, you had to beat a 10, so you're good there.
Barely.
But you do take half of ones. I'm gonna say nothing. Only the only thing that took damage was the other one, which gets a little splinter of ice and goes like ah.
So it's dead, yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna step into the space where it was, which will incur attack of opportunity from the big guy behind me.
It will. 9.
I am going to, with my with martial arts, since I made an unarmed strike, I get a free extra attack. I'm going to choose to use that attack to shove this big guy. So we'll
Yep.
make a
Let's go!
big opposed athletic check.
Shove him down the fucking cliff of death.
20.
22.
Okay. 3. Extra attack. I'm shoving him again.
Also, you are blessed.
Oh,
Critical-
shit.
Yes,
Oh,
you are.
wait,
You're
wait,
blessed.
I'm blessed, yeah. And I have the help action, right?
Yes, you do.
So I guess the help action would have been that crit fail. I rolled a
yeah.
23.
A 23 beats a 22, and you shove it
Okay.
backwards into the hole. It trips, stumbles back over this, and tumbles down into the depths out of sight.
Okay.
And goes, no.
If I'm counting correctly, that was 2 of my attacks. I have 1 more attack without spending key, and I'll hit this ice.
Wait, how do you have 3 attacks already? We're
He
Martial
has,
arts.
he
He's a
has
monk.
extra attack, and then he gets 1 free.
I get a free unarmed
attack.
strike if I get a free unarmed strike, and then I get extra attack as well.
Insane.
Okay, that's rad as fuck. All right.
Monks, they're wild.
So now I'm gonna hit the ice guy 15
15 hits.
for 5 magic. 5
Bludgeoning magic.
bludgeoning magic.
Bludgeoning, yeah. It like the ice shatters and snaps under your fist.
And I could spend key and attack 2 more times. And I will. Yeah, I will.
Go ahead.
10?
10 does not hit.
I'm gonna spend a key point to make that a 12.
12 hits.
Okay.
Do you have to? Was that with the bless?
Oh, that was not with the bless. Does an 11 hit?
An 11 hits. So
cool.
you with
So
the
I
bless,
don't even-
yeah, no, it and I with that 10 damage, it absolutely explodes. Everyone within 5 feet, that's Hellyth and Osa. Please give me a dex saving throw.
13?
You just got to beat a 10.
Yeah.
Does this count for mirror image?
Yeah, it would. I guess actually no, this isn't you being targeted.
Sure.
But this is still you would still have to dodge, so it wouldn't affect your mirror image, but you do still have to make the roll. But yeah, you pass. So if you passed, you take 2 instead of 3, because you
Okay.
take half.
And I still have movement left, but as part of a flurry, I can, without spending a key point, instead use my Hands of Healing, and I'll heal Meow. For 6.
Okay.
That's my turn. Oh, sorry. It's actually for 7. I need to, which means Billy technically has 1 more HP as well.
Yes!
All right. Shadrach runs up, slams into this thing with her maul.
Odd.
and then does it again. Wow.
God.
Identical damage numbers. And that's going to be, what, 56? It dies.
Sorry.
Wait, your first one rolled a 5-1-5-1-5-1.
Wow.
Peter immediately turns around and goes, high five! And, like, goes to high fiver.
Give me a persuasion check.
No.
She's just like in battle rage, like, and just looks at you and says, "What is that?"
Billy comes up and I high five you. Yes, plan worked perfectly.
Oh, good. Yes. All right. Well,
Me as the bait, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Mission successful.
Yeah.
We should do this again.
No.
I really enjoyed killing things with you.
I never want to be in the cannon.
Oh, the cannon's great.
No, it's
You didn't
bad.
like the
Bad
cannon?
thing.
Cannon was
Cannon's bad.
amazing.
she says, "Okay. All right. Look, let's go back to the caravan. Bring them through. We're almost there. It'll be a couple more hours, and then we can all rest."
I think
I would like to rest now.
after
We're
the
not
events of
resting
that,
here.
Osa's like, I do like pushing corpses into holes. This is gonna be really good. This is gonna be good.
All right, so everybody meets back up with the caravan. Things go smoothly from here to the hole, and you can actually see it in the distance before you get there. Just this massive, it's several hundred feet across, and it is this huge gaping hole that goes down into nothing. Just this deep, dark, infinite hole. The sides of it are smooth on the edges. It looks like it might even be made of like a gushu on the sides, but it's crusted over. There are bits of stone over it, but further down it just looks smooth, and everything around it is a little quieter, a little softer. As you get close, you can kind of tell why people think this might be more of a sacred place. This thing it's like being at the Grand Canyon. It is a huge and awe-inspiring thing to see this massive geological feature in front of you.
Billy yells, "Echo!"
Peter looks at it
Echo!
like,
You were not the first person to do that, Billy. Other people have done that. But the clergy set up a space and begin like taking the bodies down, blessing them, and then sliding them down the side into the hole where they disappear.
I want to
into
watch that.
nothingness.
I want to watch like the sledding of the corpses.
Yeah, they just sort of like gently slide them over, and they go flying down to the hole. Like you occasionally see like as people are falling, like, you know, like the bandages will like rip off and float down, and that sort of thing. And bodies will most of the bodies are tied so that they don't go just splaying out, but every once in a while, like, you just see like somebody falling and just a leg or an arm just dangling as the corpse goes down. But the rest of everybody else is getting set up for the rest, because some of the mercenaries just don't care to be here for the sacred part of it. And eventually the bodies are all pushed down in there. The wagons are packed up. Some people are sleeping on the wagons. They're set up so that people can ride along them the next day. And Shadrach comes along and says, "All right," and passes out 25 gold to everyone. Says, "Here's your pay for getting us here. You'll get 50 if you accompany back." Are you accompanying the wagon back?
No.
No, we gotta go find
I
someone.
don't think so. We have to find our friend.
And actually,
we'll come look you up when we get back to town, though.
let me
You can do
have
that on your
all
own
of you give me a perception check.
I forgot to say I was looking for geese this entire time.
There's not been any geese. But I'll say everybody who beat a 10 has noticed that not only does the path that brought you up here, a little further back it splits off to a second fork that goes up further north and goes around the hole. And as you've gotten closer to the hole, you've noticed that fork had little piles of beans here and there along the side.
Is it one giant hole or is it multiple?
It is one giant hole here,
How big?
like several hundred feet across.
And it's like a chute, or is it straight?
It's straight.
Drop. Okay.
Can I use like the time where we're like chilling and all like resting or whatever to transform Ruby into something that flies and send her down the hole?
Sure.
You can just do that?
Yeah, if I just cast it again, like basically you get to pick a different shape.
Is Ruby okay with that?
Ruby dies, and a new.
No, again, like she's not actually an octopus. She's a fey creature inhabiting the body of an octopus.
But yeah, it's darker as you go further down the hole. But like, you know, looking through Ruby's eyes, you see that like eventually it just gets basically pitch black. Other than you can look up and see the hole above you. But this goes down hundreds and hundreds of feet. And you do not reach a bottom before you kind of get to the point of having to come back up, or you'll be out of range.
This brings up my next question. Why didn't you just throw Ruby down the hole?
Because I had actually considered it. I'm pretty sure I could still technically then dismiss her into a pocket universe and then resummon her within range.
Why don't we throw Billy down the hole with the torch?
Comes back and just a little octopus goes, "What the fuck?"
We could just strap a torch to Billy and toss him in the hole.
Yeah.
That sounds more plausible.
I mean,
At least Billy
this
deserves it.
at this point, maybe.
I say, would it even be a new experience for Billy?
I've been in some cavernous holes, I'll say that much.
Oh, oh Lord. All right, so the morning comes. You are all awoken because a goose is flying overhead.
We need to track it. Don't shoot it.
What's it holding?
You're the only one
It's
with
flying.
a gun.
It's flying straight across the hole. Like,
And it's got like a Gatling gun or something.
no. Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. My passive perception is a 15. If I'm just looking,
Meow.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, I'll say that kind
Yeah,
of.
Meow thinks the bird is Melrose.
Everybody's sort of peering at it. This one, the tips of its wings have little knives attached to them.
Oh, good.
Oh God.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
we
throw a
can't.
dart at it.
Yeah, we can't let that reach Malloran. That's gonna be bad.
No, the beans will dull the blinds.
I don't want to waste a dart. Never mind.
I'll shoot it.
All right, roll to hit.
He's gonna
Disadvantage.
17. Oh, at disadvantage.
Yeah, it's
Or,
really far away.
15.
No, you hit it. Yeah, it goes and tumbles out of the air into the hole.
I shoot it for 14 damage.
Yeah, it falls into the hole.
Okay.
Mark can pull it off here.
Let's go find Melran. We could have followed the bird to Melran. Maybe we should just follow the next bird.
That bird was going to kill Melran.
There
Did you
is-
see it?
There is another one that is coming, but this one is running along the ground.
Oh, cool. Let's just jog alongside it.
And
Let's tie a rope to it.
it's not
Peter tries to
honking.
Catch it.
But it is going. It like you can see the path a little further back. It actually like is running along the path, and then at the fork turns and goes to the other path, not closer to the hole that you guys are, but up the other way around.
Peter
Osa
wants to
starts
catch
running after it.
it. Yeah, Peter wants to catch it.
And so Shadrach looks at all of you and says, "So you leaving?"
Yeah, sorry,
Oh,
bye.
yeah, sorry, gotta catch a goose.
Goose
All right.
chase.
Well, be safe. It's dangerous out there. Don't die on your way to Dragon's Gate.
Will do.
We all got
You
20
be
Or
Right.
not
Right.
to, as the
Right.
case is.
Okay, so yeah, that one is running along, and the rest of you grab the boat and follow.
Well, no, Peter wants to grab
Yes.
the goose.
Oh, you're trying to wrestle the goose?
Yeah, I'm trying to catch the goose. Peter wants to catch it and tie
Okay.
a rope around
Give me an athletics check.
How many
Oh, I'm
points
real good
will
at
that be?
it. Do I still have bless? Probably not. It's been a while. Oh, god damn it. Dude,
You,
I have thrown so many D20s today and haven't gotten a crit yet. Upsetting.
hey, you know, this is a 1 in 20 chance. It's only 5%. You kind of like trip over a rock on your way, and it actually does stop and turn back and look at you. Like it stops and its body doesn't turn, but its head turns back and looks at you, and like this way, where it's sideways and looks at you, and it opens its mouth and its whole head, like, you know, in Beetlejuice when they get the big beaks and at one point they like open them and it goes like all the way back around the face that's in there. They do it like it opens its beak and its beak keeps opening and widens and does that, and then another little goose head comes out, and then that one goes and it snaps back in, and it snaps the other beak shut, and it whips its head around and keeps waddling down the path.
Yeah, I was just gonna like hold his beak shut for a couple minutes.
Okay.
You got wisdom save.
Those are just kind of like, okay. It just like gives the duck more space, but it's still like jogging behind it. Like,
Yeah, it's not moving fast enough that you guys can't catch up. But
Yeah, I'm like, do you want me to shoot it? I'll shoot it. I
no,
can
don't
shoot it.
Don't shoot it.
It obviously needs to die. Look at it.
Yeah, but we should follow it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Okay.
If Melrin sees this goose, he is going to die just from fright.
Can we get like a sweet like Aragorn moment where somebody scoops down and picks up beans and go, these beans are fresh.
Yeah, can we check the beans for warmth?
Yo, fresh beans.
Billy, what do your goblin eyes see?
Beans.
Beans, just beans. I don't fucking know.
Are the beans like frozen solid?
No, and it's like it's cold enough that it's still snowing, and but like I will say that they are warm. Like you can tell that like there's little piles of beans, and some of them like there's some baked beans that are warm. There's some like pinto and lima beans that are not warm. At one point, you just see full ass pea pods. Like just like 3 or 4 of them next to the trail, and like as the goose is running along, there's clearly like a path of beans every once in a while to follow as well. But it is nearing night. It is evening at this point.
Did the goose stop?
No, the goose is fucking booking it.
I shoot the goose.
Roll to hit.
Ow.
17.
You hit the goose.
6 plus sneak attack damage.
I'm gonna
12. That's
say
18
real quick
damage.
here. Okay, you hit it. And it turns around and goes, and like the other little one comes out and it fully explodes as you shoot it.
Cool. I'm gonna go skin it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go pluck it.
I'm like dinner.
Yep, I'll go pluck this weird goose. I'm not gonna eat it though.
Okay, you guys turn back and look, and you are not far enough from the caravan that the rest of the caravan isn't all just looking at you horrified. Everyone else is like, what the fuck?
Wait, they were continuing north?
No, you're maybe like 100 feet away from where you just were. So everybody else who had like sat down to bed up for the night is looking at the rest of you like, what the hell was that?
I yelled like,
You ever
it's
hunted
all
before?
right. I've taken care of the goose.
You just see a couple of people nod and go back to what they were doing.
Let's cook up this goose.
Are you guys gonna like go back and join the campfire or set your own campfire? What are you doing?
I was at our own
Fight
campfire.
our own, yeah.
Okay,
Those guys suck.
We
just
don't really
slightly.
vibe with it.
All right.
I heard that the inner beak is tender and delicious.
Hellyth goes to sit at a different campfire.
Meow is nervous.
I call this
Give
a
me-
goose-goosin.
Who's skinning it? Is it Osa?
Sure.
Osa, give me a survival check.
Peter just wants to know if it has 2 brains.
Like crit 25.
Oh fuck yeah, we're gonna eat so good.
You shockingly, like, as you're cutting into it, you're like, oh, this is bad, and that part's bad. Oh, but this part's really good, and like are like able to easily dissect this thing in such a way. Weirdly, when you open its mouth, there's just like goo. You don't see another head version in there.
Ew. I'll
It's bad. Give me a Constitution.
I don't want to waste any of it, you know.
Look, goo can be good sometimes.
22.
Yeah, you're fine. It's gross though. It's not good. That's clearly like rot. It's bad. But yeah, you guys are able to eat the goose.
Let's have the goose-goosin.
You can eat it. It's fine. The rest of it's edible.
I guess maybe it's just goose.
Now,
Or make a nice goose liver pate.
You guys, bed down for the evening. And I need everybody. Are you gonna take watches?
Yeah, I'll keep watching.
Okay. I would like all of you to give me a survival check. And I would also like, from whoever gets the worst survival check.
Hellyth.
Yes, the noble.
Not me.
The
Let's
noble
go.
gets the worst, obviously.
Okay.
That's right.
That checks out.
Hellyth, I would like you to give me a perception check.
Okay. Yeah, 15.
Okay. The night goes on. You guys take your watches. Hellyth, you have maybe third or fourth watch. It's maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. It's pitch black out here. The clouds are out. It's still snowing, so it's cold. The campfire's keeping people warm, but you can see the campfire of everybody nearby and everything. But looking around, you do kind of, it's with the fire here and everything so quiet, you find yourself at one point, you nod off just a tiny little bit. And you have a dream. And in that dream, you are back in Umbria. And Umbria is burning. The city is aflame, and it is sinking into the ocean. People you know, people you love, you see on top of buildings trying to get away from the waters are being pulled in and dipping under. And you, at one point, as the water rushes up to you, awake with a start, to see 2 yellow eyes right in front of you. And a creature standing in front of you, like a moose or an elk, but gangly and maybe with mange fur coming off it in patches, is standing in front of you, looking right at you. And for just a moment, you lock eyes and are sort of taken aback by this. And it rears up on its hind legs and looks at you and goes, and then charges over and leaps into the hole.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna take a moment to speak to my patron.
Go ahead.
Oh, holy light of creation. What the fuck?
Do you give me a religion check?
This is why I didn't stick around as like a priest or anything. Oh wow, nat 20.
Damn.
You're just like, yo, God, what the fuck?
Oh, all
She's
the
like, well, actually, you see.
really good nat 20s when you need the clutch ones, when you guys need them.
Like skinning a goose-goosen. Or a goose-goose, I'm sorry.
There's a moment where after that, like, you immediately are like, what the fuck? And go to pray. And you feel the light of creation bud up within you. And it's almost as if, like, the darkness recedes a little bit. And you can feel that presence that you felt before come in and speak to you more clearly. Not in words, but in more emotions. And what you get is a sense, very strongly, of danger. And almost, it can't be because you're speaking to a god, but almost you feel like there might be a little twinge of fear. But you feel yourself suffused with light. Just a little bit, just bubbling beneath the surface. And as you bed down, while you previously something like this happened, you might not have been able to sleep afterwards, but you have very restful sleep. And even though...
Fear towards the creature or
Yes.
towards the hole?
That creature. And even though normally, you know, that might have stuck in your mind, you immediately just feel it kind of wash away that evening. And your dreams are pleasant. And you sleep very well. And get very restful sleep. And in the morning,
But I still remember it in the morning.
In the morning, you do remember it, and it takes you a minute. Actually, you are everybody's cooking breakfast. People are kind of waking up. People are going about their business, and then it sort of hits you that happened. And looking into the dirt and the mud and the snow, you can see there are footprints that come down from the north and come up to you and then sprint on 4 legs and then sprint into the hole on 2.
Billy takes a swig of rum. You need this, Hellyth?
Hellyth takes a massive swig out of the bottle. So, y'all,
Yeah,
I don't know
fella?
why I'm always the one that has like the weird things to say. I feel like, especially in this group, there should be
Peter
at least
looks
one other
pointedly
person.
at Ruby when you say, "I don't know why I'm always the weird one." Just...
And I shield Ruby. I shield Ruby with my book that has whatever
Yeah.
Sniper's new title is for it. So
like Uncle Octopus, no.
It's that's a good one. It says sit on my beak.
Oh.
It's just an up close, like the whole front cover is just like tentacles
dear.
and just an up close octopus beak.
Oh dear.
So I don't know if you guys see this, but something came into camp last night, and before I really had a chance to like do anything about it, it almost like hypnotized me. Like I was seeing Umbria burning, and then all of a sudden I kind of like snapped to, and there was just this like yellow gold eyes like in my face, and then it got up on 2 feet and ran and jumped into the hole. And then I asked my god about it, and I kind of got, like sometimes there's some feedback and there's a little bit of fear there, and I'm not sure what's going on here, guys.
I have a follow-up question.
Sure.
So, typically, now this is how watch has been done where I'm from, but typically if something like that happens on your watch, the thing you do is you wake the rest of the party.
It was gone before I had a chance to wake anyone up. Do you want me to wake you up and say, look, there was totally something here, but it's not there now?
Yes.
No, you have...
Yes.
Like, you guys are all just going to assume that I
Everybody else slept very well. You all had very good restful sleep. And Hellyth, you were not the last watch, so you probably filled whoever you woke up next in a little bit, but you didn't feel like there was any danger. You knew for a fact that your god was watching over you directly.
Sure. And I guess I will clarify. Like I settled, I reached out because it seemed a little weird, and the Light of Creation said that, it seemed a little spooked, but also implied that we didn't have anything to worry about. So
wait. When you say we, is that the royal we, or like all of us?
No, just you're the only one here who uses the royal we.
What? Anyways, Hellyth, like that's I don't really believe this story. Like I would have woken up.
I pointed at the tracks.
Do you have any idea how many people try to kill me every night?
Every night?
Dude, I was on watch last night.
I watched you for like 4 hours straight the other night, and nobody tried to kill you.
Wait, what?
Just smash cut to a woman in a hut in a village in the middle of nowhere with a little voodoo doll of Billy Brews, just stabbing the shit out of it and saying, one day this'll work.
Anyways, I would have woken up, I feel. Maybe
Yeah,
those tracks were there before. I don't know.
Okay, well,
it is actively snowing, and those are the only tracks around your camp. And you guys walked over here, so there would be tracks of yours.
Pardon me for not relying on the party drunk for their assessment of the situation.
That's kind of rude, but okay.
Um,
I'll take another switch.
I think we should keep this all in mind, but we should probably pack up and get moving. Because
good.
Melron's been
Yeah.
missing for like 2 days now, yeah?
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
a problem.
What's the statistic after 24 hours?
I think it's 48. The first
Man,
48.
okay.
Well,
Guys, we're
Guys.
best friends. We found warm beans, so we knew we were close enough for the beans to still be warm, and we were like, "Yeah, we should just go to sleep."
To be fair, I needed
Really?
a rest.
Billy was leaving a very clear trail of blood behind him.
Look, I only have
guess.
2 pints of blood in me. Okay, like I
lost
can't
it.
lose a lot. It's not
You're
good.
like, "No, I can get you more blood."
Maybe later.
All
Gotta
right.
remember, he's a young goblin.
So, Peter, you sneak off in the middle of the night to go talk to your lady or what?
But no, she's heading back to town. Also,
No.
she's not my lady. We just had a fling.
Oh, my bad.
You never just like have a lay just for the sake of a lay.
No,
No,
He's
there's
a
always
monk.
things attached.
I mostly
Always.
hang out with a lot of 50 to 60-year-old men that
I'm,
I'm
not
attracted
judging.
to
You
in
can
any way,
lay
shape, or
whoever you
form.
want, man.
All right. The party gets everything together and heads off.
No, they
Is
they
this
do
where we
stuff
find
for fun sometimes, but I'm not really into that.
Is this where we find out what color loofah Leaf had on the top of his car?
I don't know to what you're referring. He wore a green mask shaped like a leaf.
All right. So everybody packs up. Some of you take turns hopping on the boat, riding along, but you head to the north, following the path, which is often snow covered, and so sometimes a little hard to follow. And so, if you could, as our last roll of the evening, I would like you to elect one person of your team, not TheKoolEagle. TheKoolEagle rolled already.
And so did I.
To roll for me, and I will say it's a 5-day journey from here, you've been told, to the next town. And it appears to be that way you're heading. Roll for me on the encounter table.
That was a D50.
1d50.
Yeah.
I'll take
Go
it.
for it. Go for it.
It's a 12. All right.
Solid 12.
Well, we'll find out what that means next time. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good evening, and we will see you next time with more Expedition Aladragor. Good night, Internet.
Bye.
Bye.